I'm warming up for just a second. I'm gonna let people join in and we'll get started. I'm actually kind of excited. We're gonna feel a few things out. Oh, Brent, thank you. We're gonna feel a few things out. So bear with me tonight. Since this is our first tutorial Tuesday, I'm super excited. So yeah, we'll let people join and we'll get going. I'd say it's 10 past 8, so we're probably good to go. I think we're good to go. Alrighty. So the way we're gonna try to do this, I have a few ways to do this. Based on polls, I have like, I'm not really sure how to go about this, so I have a bunch of polls that I set up for like questions. So things that you guys can work on, or like things that if you guys wanna work on any of that. Or we can just do questions just like this. Since there's only 9 of us in here, I wasn't really sure how we wanted to go about it. So if there's anything specific you guys want to see, let me know. But other than that, I have like, let me see here. Let's see, I think I've got that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Nope, wrong poll. Ignore me. Anyways. Yeah, if there's something specific you guys want to see, let me know. I'm down. Let's do it. I was gonna say, I have like... What the fuck? There we go, I found them. Okay. So I have like... this. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. So if you look up here in the corner, or maybe it's up here for you, I have a poll. And then you can decide where we go from there. The way I swirl it around the arm, plus the neck round again. So do you mean like... Let's see here. I'm also gonna move it a little bit over so I don't smack a wall. So like, yo, thank you. It happens when I get excited, and I'm excited. So like, swirl around, do you mean like this? I'm not really, or like that? That's kind of where it gets a little, that's kind of where it gets a little bit hard. Perfect. So go intermediate, more challenging. Got it. So then I have another poll. Cool. And then I've got that one. The second one, so it's like a wrist flick. So that one is going to be, and if the music's too loud or anything like that, let me know about your levels. No worries at all. So it's basically a wrist flick. So that one is going to be like where you extend your arm, and it's the same thing for your leg. I prefer to practice on my leg just because it's less close to my face. But you're gonna go down, take the whip and go down across your leg, to the point where it wraps around it, like that. And same situation for the arm, like that. So from there, you can actually, once it wraps around your arm like that, if you catch it, turn it into a circle and go from circle moves there. Yeah, so that would be like a wrist flick. You wanna focus on that being more of a flick move so it wraps around your arm so you can catch it and go from there. Cool, well that's an awesome leeway. So we've got transitions and infinity neck wraps. I got you. Okay, this is my first tutorial Tuesday too, so this is gonna be a learning experience for all of us. But I'm really excited because we've got a lot to learn and I don't know where you guys are at. So that's kind of why I set up the polls so we can gauge kind of who's in here and where we're going. So if you've got the wrist flick down, let me know, but if you want me to go deeper into that, that's not a problem. Again, that is actually like a really good move if you want to go into circles. I would do a wrist flick like that, and once it wraps around your arm, this one's kind of curly. So it does it automatically. If your whip is more straight, try to catch it with your hand before it unwraps. So a wrist flick into that. If you slide it down your arm like that, now you have a circle, and you can go into any circle moves you'd like to do from there. If you need me to go into it more, though, let me know. Perfect. I hope that helps. If it doesn't help, like I said, just you guys let me know. If you need me to slow down, repeat something, etc., I'll be reading the comments the whole time. For the next moves, I'm probably going to use a wrap just because this whip head drives me absolutely insane. And it's going to poke my eye out for sure. Okay, so for like, what do we say, infinity neck wraps? That one is, let's see. Catherine, you're cool. So for infinity neck wraps, that one would be like that. So going from that one, I would say keep your hand, and please be comfortable with neck wraps already. Keep your hand up here, kind of like, it looks like a puppy paw almost, but like keep your hand up here. And so I'm gonna be using my non-dominant hand for this one. But I'm gonna use my non-dom and go across my body. So I guess if you were using your dominant hand and going across my body this way, this is my right going to my left. See, that's why I didn't want to do it that way. I'm gonna smack the thing. Okay. Going this way, keep your hand up by your neck, and once it goes around your neck, you're gonna keep like unwrapping it almost. Let me try that again. Okay, I thought I was telling that wrong. Okay, I guess we'll use it. Bear with me, guys, I swear I didn't garden. Bear with me, it's just been a long day. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I like to keep my left hand up by my neck right here. And I will take like my right hand and drop it down onto my neck. So like that. Again, from the side, I'll keep my left hand right here. I'll take my right hand, drop it down on my neck. And as it starts to wrap around, this one's hard without slowing it down, because you need momentum. As it starts to wrap around your neck, loosen it every time so that the tail can keep passing through. I hope that makes sense, so I'll demonstrate. Keep pulling the tail off of your neck. I'm trying to slow it down. keep pulling the tail off of your neck as it passes around your neck, okay? Like so. I hope you can see it sliding kind of through my hand. Woo! I got a little dizzy towards the end. Maybe I should garden. Maybe I'll talk a little bit better if I do garden. Cheers, fam. So ultimately, the infinity neck wrap is you just loosening the tail. Cheers, fam. So that it can keep wrapping through the tail. Or keep wrapping through your neck. Again, I can do it from this side so you can kind of see, and I can do it from this side so you can kind of see. But you'll see me kind of grab it between these two fingers as it starts to pass through. And as it comes down again, you'll see me grab the tail with these two fingers and then let it pass through. So you want to keep a nice light grip on it. And you're gonna wanna keep using your neck to give it momentum. Hey, there we go. And kind of keep going that way. If it gets stuck, that's okay. It took me a while to get that one, and obviously I still kind of mess it up sometimes. But I hope that explains it a little bit further. And again, I can show you from this side too. But make sure you're keeping a nice loose grip right here as the tail keeps passing through. That's really the most important part, but that way you keep control on the whip itself. Because you don't want to throw it across the room, obviously. As I've done to you guys so many times. Yay! All right, well, I'm happy that you guys are here with me. Thanks for hanging out. So we'll take do we need to go through that any further? Does anybody else need any more help with that one? Okay, cool. Awesome. If I see a bunch of hearts and stuff like that, I'm gonna assume that that was good. Okay, good. Yeah, just make sure that like you're controlling your grip. That's the hardest part. Just knowing when to let go and when to let it when to hold on to it and when to let it go is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, here we go. I hope you guys are cool with closey, by the way. Oh, I don't know what. Oh, well, it's pulling you guys again. There we go. We'll just do transitions because you guys actually said transitions. So let's do that one. Quick water break. If I need it, you probably do too. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know when I first explained it, I probably messed up the hands. But once you start it with your dominant hand, but then your non-dom hand is the one kind of doing a lot of the work. So I'm glad that helped out. If you guys ever need hand position, things like that, or me to explain it a little bit further, just let me know. No, you're good. I'm so happy to explain that one. I know that's one that a lot of people ask about, and I haven't gotten a chance to make the tutorial. So I'd rather just hang out with you guys and explain it like this so that I know what you want or know what you need versus me just trying to guess or explain it on the internet. Okay, so transitions. I did some journaling today and I have some transitions for you guys. I'm kind of excited about this. So we'll start with my favorite one. You guys are probably super familiar with this one. I do it all of the time, but from here, I go across my body here. That is literally one of my favorite transition moves because it smooths out your tail. So I'll even show you with this guy. This is my favorite one simply because it gives me a second to pull my shit together. So I'll go across my body like that, and I'll drag it across this way. Now if I decide to go into like fiber wielding from there, drag it across and just drop it. Now you've got a little pendulum going, and you can go from there. Okay, just making sure you're with me. Cool. The next one. Okay, so the next one is when, yes, I'm back, hello. The next one would be flowers, like this. But then you guys always wonder how I keep going. So that's a transition move. That one is just gonna be timing, but just practice with following it with your ghost hand. So really, I want you to be able to catch it at any point in time, wherever it is. Learn your whip so well that you can catch it wherever. Okay, so that's gonna be something that like you should probably drill a little bit, but that is one of my favorite transitions, is to go from flowers to here. Now I've got both in my hand and I can choose where I wanna go from there. I hope that helps. Yes, absolutely. Do you have any idea what's going on? And are you still watching it? So I'm a light whipper, and today we're doing Tutorial Tuesday, and I'm teaching some of my light whip friends how to do some of the moves that I know how to do. Genergy, thank you. Yeah, so the flower to grid work combo that I do, that's gonna be like, okay, so flower, and if you don't know how to do a flower, your points are here, 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 and here, like a plus sign, okay? And it just depends on how you want it to look. So I like to start here. I kind of blur mine sometimes, depends on how lazy I'm being. But you can also, make it as big, as tight. I'm not perfect on my ISOs. I also don't try to be. If that's something that you love to do, that's totally fine. Genergy, thank you so much. But that is kind of how I like to go for it. So you want to kind of just use this hand to follow your whip. Like I said, so you can catch it at any point wherever it's at. I guess for this one, you're going to want to practice with this particular length. So whatever length you do your flowers, or your anti-spins and stuff like that, practice with that one and practice just catching it, okay? So once you're comfortable catching it from there, like so, all over the place, go for it, and then use your hand to catch it wherever it is, but keep your arm going as if you were still about to do a flower, or continue the flower. Lindsay, thank you for the heart puffs. Does that help explain kind of how that works? You're gonna continue almost like you're still doing the flower, but your hand is gonna get in the way and almost start to lead it after that. So I'll do it as slow as I can, but like from here into that. Now, from that, I will say, once you do catch it, you're gonna wanna, it sounds so silly, but you're gonna wanna be dramatic with your movements. So that way when you do stop it to go the other way, your whole body's going with it. That's why mine looks so dramatic all the time, is because I kind of put a little drama into it. So I go like that, and then we're gonna turn around and go that way. I hope that helps. Okay, good, yes. I'm glad that one helps. Cool, so that's two transitions that I absolutely love. Another one that I really enjoy, as far as transitions move, perfect. Yay, I'm so glad this is working for us. Another transition move that I really enjoy, I know you guys know it, it's another catch move, but I'm trying to like stare at myself in the thing. But when I catch it here and go around my neck, now we're back into body tracing. So if you don't want to catch it like that, you can still go, I'm just using flowers as an example, to go from here, catch, wrap around your neck like that. I like to add the little flick around my neck to kind of make it dramatic, and in case I kind of fumble my catch, you're already looking at this. So we'll go from here, down, like that. And then you can body trace from there. Does that one help? Okay, sweet. Wonderful. Water break. Cheers, my friends. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. All right. Shall we keep going with transitions? I have probably 4 more, 5 more. You're working up a sweat. I do anti-spins, but I'm not very good at them. I know, I need work. I need work. I know it. Crystal, I'm glad you found me. Yeah, this is gonna be a toasty stream because this is kind of just like drilling. I will always give you guys the option if you need a break, you need me to slow down, anything like that, just let me. I will always give you guys the option if you need a break, you need me to slow down, anything like that, just let me know. All questions always accepted as long as they're appropriate. I know it takes practice for sure, and I don't have a mirror that I practice in front of. It's literally just my phone. So I will work on them, I promise. You're right. I know. Okay, so I would say another transition move that I like to do. Let's go back to this guy, just because that one's a hot mess. Okay, another transition move I like to do, you guys have seen it, where I have it behind my back like this, and I'll go up over my shoulder like that side, okay? So, if you're not comfortable with this, that's okay, get a soft prop. You can wrap a sock at the end of this, double wrap it with a hair tie. Just something so in case you bump your head, it's not a big deal. But I really enjoy this one, so say like I'm just going like this. We'll go behind my back, and I'll catch it right here. Now from there, you can go here. Honestly, from there, you can send it back and catch it up front. Really, it's any move that you're kind of comfortable with, but throw it over the shoulder. You can even extend it out like that. But that's a transition move that I know you guys see me do constantly. I recommend both. I recommend definitely in front of a mirror, but also you should practice sometimes in the dark too. Sometimes. If you're drilling a new move, please don't do that in the dark. I don't want you to get hurt. But I would definitely say like you should be looking at what it looks like in the dark too. Because eventually this is just going to be muscle memory and you'll be able to do it with your eyes closed. You and your scrubs. I love it though. You did what now? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, no. Be careful with the mirror though. Stay far enough back, but you should be able to see yourself so you can practice. If you don't have a mirror, definitely record yourself as well. Yeah, a metal handle will take out a mirror, it'll take out drywall, it'll take out ceiling fans, so be careful. But I would say, behind the shoulders, that's what I call it, is like a from behind the shoulder catch. I like to start here. You can drill it going back and forth with both of them. That's a really good transition move that I like to do. To get the handle back in my hand so I can do something else. So you'll catch me doing like something. I love to do this move. Really sharp. It's really sharp and kind of flashes the colors right in front of everybody's faces. I really enjoy it. It gives the whip the length, and it leaves really cool trails if you do it the right way. Hi Nathan, how's it going, dude? Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah, I'll show you behind the back one more time. Hi hits. I would definitely wrap it a few times. If you're not comfortable with the handle being hard, definitely give yourself some grace. You deserve it. So going from behind the back like this, or you can go the other way. Actually, maybe I should just show you from back here. So if I'm using my right hand, I'm gonna go across to my left shoulder. And same if I'm using my left hand, I'm gonna go across to my right shoulder. And from there, you can do whatever you would like. Everybody say hi, Sarah. Hi. Does that help seeing it from that angle? Yeah. Drive safe, have fun. Everybody says hello. Kim, thank you so much. Yay! Okay, I'm so glad to hear that. That's one of my favorite transitions. Like I said, you guys see me do that one all the time. And it leads to so many different things when you have the handle directly back in your hand like that, ready to go. And it looks really cool because people are like, oh my God, she just threw that from behind her back. That's crazy. But once you're comfortable, and like I said, thank you so much. Once you're comfortable, the best way to just learn it is just to go back and forth until you're used to it. Just drill it. And you can even start bringing it in front. Like, oh, I didn't want that, so I'll send it back there. Same here. Or, you know, do whatever moves you want to go from there. Wiley, thank you. I didn't even realize that was you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that one helps. Wow, thank you, thank you. I set a high goal so that we could just learn. This is actually Tutorial Tuesday, so I'm not taking song requests. I'm just teaching today. But I'll be back tomorrow for a normal stream, I promise. And Thursday too. We'll do a 2-hour stream on Thursday. But cool, Lindsay, thank you. I hope that one helps you guys. And like I said, just drill tossing it back and forth, and you'll nail it like no time. Another transition move I really like. Lindsay, thank you. Another transition move I like is when the whip is doing something like this, and it extends this way. I like to catch it along my arm, like that. Same thing for like if it's down. I like to catch it down. Sometimes right here. Kind of almost like a fakie is like what I like to call them. Where you're not fully doing the neck wrap, you're just kind of stopping it. Once you get it so it's tight like that, then you can give it some length and catch it, extendo catch, just like that, and so on and so forth. That's a transition move that I really enjoy. Just kind of like, I like to say it's like along my arm, but you're gonna drop it with the opposite arm, okay? So my dominant hand, my right hand, is going to be the one that's spinning it, doing all that jazz. My left arm, my non-dom hand, is going to be the one that's catching it. And even from there, you can straighten it out. Gumbies, whatever you want to do. I hope that one is a helpful one. Well, I will definitely be back for a normal stream, and we'll probably do a cool down today too, since we're all drilling. Does anybody need that one again? Are we good? I'm seeing some hearts, so I'm feeling like we're good. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna pop a pole. No, not that one. What's the name of the move when I grab it and in the handle and spin? Yeah, we could do a garden break. Are you talking? I'll give you a second to figure it out. Like this. So this is a whip wrap. This one is discontinued. I've had it for a long, long time. So this pattern isn't a thing anymore. But Katie Elaine, or Double Trouble Flows, she makes all of them. She's fantastic. Highly, highly recommend it. Okay, that one. Okay, so that would be a windmill, but a fiber grip. So this would be a windmill, Yeah, that would be a windmill, just like fiber wielding. This is a windmill with a fiber grip, because you're gripping this end, you're gripping the tail. Thank you so much. And it's all the same wrist movements, so if you're comfortable with doing that one, feel free to get ballsy and do the fiber wielding one, because I think you can. Yeah, you're welcome. I know that she is probably tagged in my latest video, like my outside flow from the park. I think she's tagged in that one, so you should be able to find it from there. If not, find the giveaway, and she's tagged in that one, absolutely. Can Emily babe now? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. In 1 second. And we will garden, actually, you're right. We should garden. There we go. Cheers. And do we like the whole, like, poll thing? Does that work? Like, does that help kind of, like, guide us along? Because I didn't want to come in here and be like, I don't know, what do you guys want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? I figured, like, a poll was a good way to, like, kind of just get people choices without being like, I don't know. But then there's also the option of you doing whatever you want to do. Seriously, Vegan, thanks for showing up. Oscar, thank you. Okay, I think it's working well too, so I'm cool with it. Yay. Okay, Oscar, thank you. Oh, Momo just jumped in here too. Hello. Oscar 101. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. Oscar's still showing up and showing out. Night is good. We are just finishing learning some transitions and going from there. Yeah, I have a poll in the corner, and looks like we just finished that. Yeah. Flow break. Okay, so it was all equal. I'm gonna have you guys re-vote. Try again. We've got a few more people in here, so I don't know if it's in this corner or this corner. It's in this corner for me, so I'm gonna point there. And that makes sense to me. It's corn. Yeah, so flow break is a song. So we would just pick a song, flow for like a few minutes, and let you try out whatever moves we just did. And then go from there. We have just about 2 hours on here, so we have plenty of time to learn whatever you guys want to learn. Yeah. So I'm just giving, like, again, this is our first tutorial Tuesday, so I'm just seeing how it goes, giving us options, checking stuff out. Yeah, whatever works for you guys. Like, this is your guys' stream, honestly. Like, I want Tuesdays like this to be catered to whatever you guys want. You know, obviously we flow and whatnot any other night, but like, this is the night that I can really sit here and talk to you guys and answer questions. So, okay, flow break it is. I am gonna garden before that though. Cheers. you for flowing with me. Alrighty, so we did our flow break. Where would we like to go from here? The neck one's a little hard. That takes a lot of work and a lot of practice, so that's okay. If you don't get, yes. Is it Harmony by Closey? I'm actually listening to her Electric Forest 2018 SoundCloud mix, just because I figured it would be easiest to have like one continuous thing going on in the background. The leg one. So are we talking like saddle hop? Because if we're talking saddle hop, yes, we can. That one just takes some time, so I want to make sure you guys have the time. No, they don't. Not here. I wish that they would let me bring my whip in. So there are a lot of places that are like 50-50 and they'll be like, yeah. And then you get there and they're like, no, take it to your car. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. It's okay. I get to practice and hang out. Did we really hit that goal? You guys! Wiley, Oscar, Lindsay, listen for the whisper. Thank you so much, guys. Wow. I said a big one so that it wasn't even a thing. That's so funny. You guys are so funny. Yeah. Okay, so let's work on some saddle hops. How's that sound? Oh, hell yeah, glow sticks. I love that for you. Yes, I got it. Okay, I was gonna say, I wasn't sure if that's like the combo you guys wanted. Let's do it. All right. Let's go. Let's see if this little bitch will turn back on. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I have new whip heads in the process, but they are not here yet, obviously. So, you think you got it, but you want to make sure you're not missing any cues. Got it. Okay, cool. So let's go with this. Okay. So saddle hop, obviously you have to have that one down. That being said, saddle hops aren't as hard as you think they are, but timing is going to be everything. So this one is going to be very, very, very hard for me to slow down. If you want to screen record, whatever you got to do, that's totally fine. You're more than welcome. So I'm going to take my dominant hand, non-dominant leg, okay? I'm going to start spinning to the inside of my non-dominant leg, okay? So it's going to end up going on the inside. Got it? I want you to be comfortable with where it lands on your leg, okay? So right here, you want it to land right about there. Got it? Even let it wrap a little bit so you're comfortable with your timing, stuff like that, okay? So once you're there, are we caught up still? Everybody's happy? Cool, got it. So, like I said, dominant hand, non-dominant leg. It's going to wrap around your leg like that, okay? Once it gets to right about there is when you're going to kick it behind you, okay? So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I'll show you right here as well. Right about there. So it should wrap about this much. I want to say, probably right about there. So now, I'll do this as slow as I possibly can. It's gonna wrap around my leg, and as it does is when you kick it around. So, I'll try to catch it. As it's going around like that, you want to kick it behind you, okay? So again, as it comes swinging around, you're going to lift your other leg. I'll show you from this angle again. Again, let it wrap. And as it starts to wrap, you're going to kick it behind you. So right about there. Just about. And then you're going to kick it behind you. And let it swing back up. I hope that helps a little bit. It is very hard. It is all timing. You're going to bruise the shit out of your shins. So please, soft prop. Wiley, thank you so much. So please, soft prop with this one. It's okay if you don't get it at first. It is 100% all about timing, but as long as you keep it in your head that you need to push the whip behind you, it kind of helps you get through like the wrap timing. So I'll show you one more time. Ignore this little guy, we don't even need him today. Let it wrap, and as it comes around, you kick it behind you. I'll do it from this angle. So I would say right about here, and then kick it around. Woo! Snapped my ankle on that one. You can get a whip wrap from Katie, Elaine, or Double Trouble Flow. Those are her TikTok names. I have her tagged, I think, in my latest video. If not, I know she's tagged in the comments. Or she's tagged in the giveaway, that's for sure. So if you find either of those videos, you'll be able to find her. I know you heard it, I felt it. Oscar, thank you. Guys, water break. Cheers. Okay, now here's the even harder part, because this is where the combo comes in. And I want you guys to understand my favorite rule about combo. Genergy, thank you so much, babes. My favorite rule about combos. The more air time you have, the more time you have, okay? So you want to get the whip in the air almost like as effortlessly as you possibly can, so it's kind of just like gliding along. What I mean by that is like you'll see like this. It's got air time, so I'm gonna kick it up like that so it has even time to come down like that. Okay. That being said, we're gonna go from saddle hop to the wraparound. I don't even know if it has a name yet. I don't know, leg swing thing? I don't know. As far as I know, Sierra came up with it, so we're going with it. Okay, so we'll go into our saddle hop, go up under the leg, swing it behind you, swing around, and around again. I missed it that time, but we'll figure it out. Woo! You guys are challenging me today, and I love it. Okay, so again, and if you want to do both saddle hops, just make sure you're approaching it from the inside of your leg. Like, that's the number one rule about saddle hops, is you're coming from the inside of your leg. Otherwise, you're gonna fuck it up and smack your ankles. Wiley, thank you. Call it the Kill Bill kick. I actually love that. Let's fucking do that. Yeah, it'll be the Kill Bill kick. So, going from saddle hop, kick around, so then you're obviously on the outside of your leg now, right? And so that's how we kind of do like the Kill Bill, I guess, kind of kick you're talking about. So that alone, by itself, because you gotta have both of these alone. So that alone by itself, we're going from the outside like that, and you're gonna do like a turn to the outside. So dominant hand with my dominant leg, turn, as it's still in the air. So now I have to come back around this way to show you guys. So on the outside, turn, it's gonna come on the inside of my thigh at this point, okay? So now, and you're still on your dominant leg. So you're keeping this one up the entire time. Work on that balance, you got this. So now we're going from the outside, turn, it's gonna come along the inside, and as it's coming along the inside, you're turning as well, okay? So going out, here it comes on the inside, and you're leading it with your leg around again. So I can start it from the side too, so you guys can see it in that direction. Around, inside, around. And then I like to go into a neck wrap after that just because it's a lot of fun. And it gives me a second to rebalance and get my shit together before I head into another one. So, I'll break that down again. First move is the saddle hop. So we're gonna go on the inside of our thigh and our non-dominant leg. Swing it around. Now we've got air time right there to lead us into the outside of our thigh right here. swing it around, inside of the thigh, and around. You actually, like, half the time if you're doing it right, you don't even need your leg to push it. It just kind of swings it by itself. So, putting those together, let me see here. Yeah, of course. This combo is one of my favorites. You guys have seen me do it a million times. So we're gonna go from inside, swing around, outside. Hold on 1 second. More practice for you, yeah. Okay. Inside, swing around, outside, turn, inside, turn, into a neck wrap, and you can do like a triangle or wherever you wanna go from there. Yeah, that's definitely, work on your yoga, get those tree poses going, guys. It's a fun one, and it does take a little bit of balance, but once you nail it, you got it. I hope that helps. And again, you know, once you learn one saddle hop, you have to learn the other one. So, from there, once you learn one, swing it around. You could smack it on the outside to change direction and swing it around again, and so on and so forth. So I like to do this. So you can drill it this way. And this way, as you progressively keep going, see, notice how they're starting to get better? Ooh, minus that one. But my timing, I'm starting to nail it after that. So that would be how I would recommend drilling that one. And then once you're used to that one, then you could go into all the other ones. But I hope that combo helps. I know it's a lot to process, and I know that those are harder moves, but how I do my breaks, yes! That's actually really funny because breaks are one of the topics. Cool. All right, cheers. Of course, I'm happy to help, and I'm glad this is helping you guys too. I wasn't sure if like this would translate from screen to person, but I figured I don't talk in any of my tutorials, and I know they're really fast, so it's just, I don't know, something to break them down, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. I love breaks. So breaks are, remember those moves that I say you have to be dramatic about? Breaks are one. Breaks are gonna be the more cushion or the lighter you let them land on you, the less bruising you're gonna have. So you learn really quickly. So I like to practice my breaks on my legs. Those are probably where you guys notice them the most. But just like little TikToks here and there. I like to call them TikToks because they just go back and forth, and if there's any sort of noise that sounds even slightly like that, that's where I go from it. So I would say, yeah, be careful. Soft props, that's what I was just gonna say. So don't listen to me, this is a rubber head. Don't listen to me. Do as I say, not as I do. So I would recommend getting a soft prop. If you have like, even just your little cushy handle on your fiberflies, something like that. Practice safely so that I'm not hurting you. Either or, it kind of depends on how you want to practice. So sometimes I let it wrap. Here we go. Where it's kind of like the handle's going kind of under my leg. I guess, yeah, that one I would say I let it wrap. But even, it's all kind of like in my wrist. So I know you see me kind of like going back and forth, but the way that I'm guiding it is so that it doesn't just smack me aimlessly. So for that, I would say like just, again, muscle memory, get comfortable with your whip, and like what length you want to practice wraps. Because obviously if they're longer, they're going to take longer to get around. But if you want it shorter and you choke up a little bit like that, it's going to be faster. That, I'm still not good with breaks on my arms. You'll never see me really do those. But like, I can. I just am not, it's all about how you really let the whip land on you. There we go. There we go. So sometimes letting it wrap just a little bit does help the impact. But I don't want to get you too comfortable on that because a lot of the times mine are not like that and I'll just smack the side of my leg. But like, I'm not smacking it hard if that helps. So like the guidance of my wrist is what's really doing it. So like, I know that it looks like they're just breaks, but you should practice stalls, which is what these are. Those alone are gonna get you more control with your whip, and that ultimately helps you hurt yourself less. I hope that explains it a little bit. Well, I'm happy you got to hang out. Thanks, guys. Nice to see you, Hits. Nice to see you, Crystal. Yeah, so I hope that helps like explain it a little bit further. Yeah, definitely work on those stalls. And like I said, it's all the guidance in your wrist, so it's gonna seem like you're being kind of dramatic when you drop it like that, but that's ultimately what's gonna buffer it smacking you. So I hope that helps a little bit. And once you're good with stalls like that, you can start working on upward ones. And those ones are hard to get on camera. There we go. Those ones are, again, all for like dramatic moves in your arms. It seems like you're being ridiculous and like all floppy, but you're really not, and you're making it stand out more. Like that. And you're gonna use the momentum scooping up, but stop your arms so the whip keeps going up, and then that's what's gonna give it that like jerk reaction. And that being said, stalls are what's ultimately gonna help you with control in your whip. So of course like flowers, but then like maybe just go, don't hit yourself in the face, but go from like maybe flowers to like a stall here and there. Oh, we're already an hour in. Wow, this has actually been a lot of fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. Genergy, thank you so much for the heart puffs, babes. But ultimately, like, that is what I kind of want you guys to practice, is just like practice stalls, practice getting that muscle memory down. And that's what's really gonna get you guys to kind of like the level that I'm at, is because I've been doing this for 8 years and now I'm doing it 3 times a week. So like, you have to understand, at this point, I can do this with my eyes closed. No, I have not, because I'm afraid that the handle would hurt too bad. I would love to do that. Yeah, we've got some flow people in here. Yes, drill stalls. I know it's so annoying. I hate being the person that's like, you have to drill, but like, practice makes progress, guys. Wiley, thank you so much. Yeah, practice makes progress. Like, oh, like, what's your secret? Like, honestly, I beat the shit out of myself for years to figure a lot of things out. But now I'm here telling you how to do it so you don't have to. But you still have to put in the time, unfortunately. Wiley, thank you. But ultimately, yes, stalls. Stalls, neck wraps, and leg wraps are like the things that I use the absolute most as far as transitions go. So I think Wiley, wow, thank you. You're getting my neck veins going. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I'm not even flowing. Wow, thank you. Seriously, vegan, thank you as well. Nice to see you guys in here. Cool. I'm gonna pop up another poll and we'll keep going if that's cool. Are we good on? Yo, you should get a rope dart for sure. I was playing with rope dart at the park this weekend, and it was a lot of fun. This one is from Double Trouble Flow on TikTok and Instagram, or I think she's Katie Elaine. She's probably tagged in my comments somewhere. If you find my most recent video, she should be tagged in the comments there, or I would say the giveaway also has her tagged in there. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. I'm glad this is all working out well. Perfect. Seriously, vegan, thank you so much. Yeah, rope dart is a lot of fun. I just don't have the space in here, sadly. But I've been going to Denver a lot, so we'll see. Cool. Let's see here. I'll do a poll real fast. See how we're feeling. Ooh, I love this song. Cool. You don't have to vote for garden because I'm gonna garden anyways, so vote for something else. Cheers. Polls up in the corner. That is such a pretty rope dart too. Like, look at it. I got gold.
Captain, something has gone wrong. Look here.
What? What has happened? What has happened?
I do not know. Thou dost not know.
Assemble the T-Rexes, hook in the gas drain to get you ready.
So I've practiced a little bit, but not much. Yeah. It's my baby. So I'm hoping to use it a little bit more over the summer for sure. Okay, pull is good. Give me 1 minute. Cool. Okay, so it's between easy and intermediate. All right, A and 1 is easy. B and 2 is intermediate. Oh, that's so sick. Do easy. Okay, cool. We can just end that then. And I'll do this one. Because I don't think I've even given you guys this poll yet, so I'm actually really excited. I set all these up today at work when I should have been working. Okay, new poll. Body tracing combos, we could do those. We could do those. I actually have a few that I like are my go-tos, so we could definitely do that. Cheers. You buy scratch offs? All right, I'm gonna switch this whip head so it stops driving me insane. Let's see if I can find a decent one. Let's find a decent one. Oh, you are not at all. I'm not gonna pick on somebody who's participating, so thank you for participating. It's better than just sitting here and like people being like, oh, I don't know. Oh, 5 different circle moves. Easy. Let's do that. Yeah, we do. Okay. 5 different circle moves. Okay. So I'll teach you my 2 favorite ones that I do all the time. Make sure it's not too loud. Okay, so this one is one that you guys see me do often to like end my songs. You're just gonna go straight out like this and cross over like this. So to show you like this, my dominant hand with the handle is gonna go behind the other one, and it makes a loop. It is the easiest one that you'll probably learn, and sometimes your whip won't go with it right away, but that's okay, because sometimes whips curl anyways, so you're gonna wanna figure out how it goes that way. So mine goes like this. Cross my dominant hand behind it, and there we go. Again, here's the whip handle. Cross my dominant hand behind it. Okay, that's the first circle. Is that working for everybody? Got some hearts in the chat. I don't want to move too fast. And then also, if you can't see that, cool. Same thing with this one, just like that. The whip handle is gonna go behind it. See how it's kind of curling a little bit? That's okay, because once you're in the circle, it doesn't matter. Perfect, awesome. Okay, so essentially the same exact thing, but behind your back, okay? So straighten it out, and you're gonna cross your hand just like that. Just like this, and cross your hand behind it. Again, cross your hand behind it. Just like that. Now from there, I usually like to bring it off to the side, bring it in front, kind of peekaboo it from each side, and then bring it to the front. And bring it around town. Everybody say hi, Sarah. She went grocery shopping. Okay, so same thing. If you can do it in the front, you can do it behind your back. I promise it really is that easy. Again, just make sure you're still doing the same thing with your hands, keeping them separate like that. Okay, cool. Those are two of my favorite circles. You see me do those all the time. Next one is gonna be a knee circle. So I like to go, you're gonna start from the inside of your knee, work it around and down like this, and catch it with the same hand. Let me make sure everybody got that. Yeah. Jennergy, you're so cute. So again, I'm gonna start on the inside of my knee like this, come up and around and down, circle around and grab the whip, and now you're gonna circle. Just kind of gather the rest of them. Or you can continue the circle till you can gather them all the way and go from there. That's also a really good way to get rid of your circle if you want to go down on your knee, and you can go up like that. Usually traces pretty smoothly. So, starting from the inside, go up, down, and around. Grab it with the same hand. There you go. From this angle, right here, down and around, and grab. Cool. There's 3 circles out of 5. The next one I taught you guys earlier, but we'll do it again. You're gonna do the arm flick or the wrist flick. Down across your arm like that. See how it kind of like loosely wraps? Because not every whip is all curly like my piece of shit one, okay? So this one needs a little bit more oomph to get that last wrap around. Once you do that, slide it down your arm like so. It's unwrapping because I'm moving so slow. Catch it right there and slide it down your arm. Now you've got another one. So wrist flick. Woo, hold on. There we go. Slide it down your arm and turn. Same thing. Slide it down your arm and turn. And make sure you're going down across your arm too. Give it a lot of gusto. You're not gonna hurt yourself. Well, shouldn't hurt yourself. This is a fairly easy move. Are we good on this one? Everybody keeping up? So down and across like that. This one is such a bad example. There we go. And grab. I have like 4 fibers left, don't judge me, okay? I wonder if I could do it with the... Hey, there we go. There we go. Awesome, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that you're still with me. Okay, that is the 4th one. The last one is another transition move. Kind of the fiber grip windmill above my head. You're gonna take that and do kind of the same wrist movement that I showed you in front and behind, and that'll make another circle. So, or it'll make a figure 8 if it's real twisted. Give it 1 second, hold on. There we go. So like that. Let me try with a real whip, hold on. There we go. So I use that as like another transition. Genergy, thank you so much. Sometimes they will. If they get a little too twisted, they'll do a figure 8, which is also super cool. But obviously, if that's not what you're going for, then it's a little bit of a surprise. It's just because the fibers get a little too twisted or a little too tight. So just above your head, right in front like a goodie bag. So again, twist above your head, like that. Basically kind of the same thing as this one, you're just moving a lot faster. And it's giving the illusion that you're kind of going into it up here, which you absolutely can, and come down with it. So, that is 5 circle transitions that you guys have now under your belt. I hope that helps. I do have 5 other ones, I think. I don't know if they're all 5 totally different ones, but I do have a tutorial about 5 circle moves on here as well. So if you want more circles, there's more circles. There's always more circles. Guys, I'm having so much fun. Like, okay, let's have a serious talk for 1 moment. I know this is our first and only Tutorial Tuesday so far. If for some reason we don't have this app after April 5th, I will be doing Tutorial Tuesdays on Twitch. I wanted to do it on Instagram, but I think that Instagram will kick me for having anything in the background or saying the wrong thing. So, yeah. So I'm doing them like once a month right now. Okay, here's my thought process. If they don't take this app away, I'll be doing it twice a month. That being said, if I do it twice a month, it would probably be a subscription-only stream. And my subscriptions are only like $2 or $3. So it would get you 2 Tutorial Tuesdays a month for like $2 or $3. And then it would keep everybody else out and kind of keep it more intimate. So my Twitch is actually linked in my bio. Yeah. They're considering it. The rules are really weird. So I'm still going to continue doing whatever. But I'll be on other platforms, obviously. So hopefully we don't lose this one. And this is exactly like how it gets to go. Because it's ideally what I'm planning is this will be like, I'll do one more free one. So everybody can kind of feel it out, see if that's what they want to subscribe to. And then after that would be a subscriber only Tutorial Tuesdays. And it would be 2 a month. So... And then you guys obviously get like one-on-ones with me. I would make it worth, like, obviously not one-on-ones, but like it's more intimate. You get more time with me. Keeps out the riffraff, keeps out people trying to get songs or saying inappropriate things. So, bear with me while I feel that out. Like I said, this is the Tutorial Tuesday for the month. I was just kind of seeing how this goes, and I'm having a great time, so... Yeah, I would love that, honestly. But I wanted to make it worth your guys' time too and not be like, oh, she's just money grabbing. Like, no, but there has to be a way that I can make this like more intimate and more private so that it really is just kind of like a class. Without going on like Zoom or something stupid like that. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So bear with me while we work through another transitional period on TikTok. And once we get through that shit, then we'll know exactly what we're doing. Okay, yeah, and where's my time? I wasn't sure if anybody was really gonna show up today. So thank you for showing up today. I was really nervous. I was a little nervous. Yeah, so like, and you guys know, like, I'm not doing this for really, like, money. I'm doing this to just kind of spread my knowledge. But, like, I also want to make sure that you guys know that I'm taking this just as seriously as you are. So I want us to feel as equally invested, if that makes sense. And like I said, in the privacy, I want it to feel like an actual class that people are taking versus just, like, having people pop in and out like that. So yeah, and then I know how many people are registering and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. That's so crazy. Well, thank you. Mally? Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, let's start again. What would we like to do, guys? Let's do another easy, simply because I feel like it's more applicable for everybody, if that is cool. Oh, wow, we made it through the closey set. We made it through the whole closey set. And in case you guys didn't notice, the poll is up in the corner. I am gonna go ahead and garden if anybody wants to join me. Cheers. Brittany, thanks for stopping by. Cheers, cheers. Yeah, I figured that like maybe twice a month for Tutorial Tuesdays would be like perfect. That way I know kind of like who's learned what kind of moves I should bring, what I need to be practicing. Okay, so I can answer a lot of these actually. So how to lube a whip, we'll start there. Just real quick. I had to spell it funny because I wasn't sure if it was gonna flag me or not. So bear with me. And actually, we can lube this nightmare of a freaking whip head. Let's do it. Hello, hi. So there's a Twitch in my link tree. And maybe it's in my. It should be in my link tree actually. If it's not, I'm sorry. I will actually update that. But I am Lexin Flexin across the board. Across the board. You find Lexin Flexin on anything, that's me. No numbers, no underscores, nothing like that. Okay, so I use Flow Grease from GlowFX. Nothing real crazy. Probably about a dime amount, just about. And I'm going to take the top of the whip head from here. And where the Flow Grease is, I'm going to just work my way down. Kind of in all angles of the whip, like so. And not a lot, not too far down yet. I just want to get the lube kind of spread out, like so. Oops, don't drop it. And you want to get it kind of spreading downward. So see how it's kind of like really glossy up here? Like that. You're going to want the whole whip to kind of look like that. And no, you don't need more lube. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. So from there, like that, I kind of just loosely glazed over it. From here, we're going to start actually at the bottom, okay? So if your whip is tangled at all, start untangling it from the bottom just like you would your hair. And start brushing it through with that spot that has all the lube on it, like that. And if it is tangled, that's okay. Sometimes you'll get hair wrapped around it, which is exactly what's happening right now. So you can work your fingers through it to kind of break whatever's going on, and then work your way down like that. So now, see how it's separating? So on and so forth. And now work your way up the whip. And keep brushing out like so. But make sure that you're spreading that lube out thoroughly through it. And keep going. And again, if you're pushing it through all the way like that, it gets rid of any dirt, hair, things like that. Keep going. And this is why I don't do these very often, is because, Genergy, thank you. Is because I don't really like when they're slippery like that. I prefer not to use very much at all. There we go. There we go. And see how it's kind of like spreading out now? There's nothing really holding it down. I'm gonna go same for this end too. Hello. Welcome, welcome, B. And same, looks like I've got another like string kind of stuck here, so I'm gonna work it through. And you don't really want to force anything either. That's how you break fibers. So there we go. And just like that, that is how I would lube or wipe down my whip. And now it's all big and flowy and all crazy, which will also drive me nuts. I'm going to have to play with it a little bit. But if your fibers start to get brittle, stuff like that, that's usually when I would start to lube it. So I hope that helps. That is how I would wipe it down. Now, body tracing. Body tracing combos. Water. Okay, favorite combo, you guys know that I do. Do I ever braid mine? No. The way that I do, Mr. Smoky Gnome, hi. The way that I usually just do my whip is like, I'll start flowing with it. So I can even show you kind of how I go about it. This one is just super curly, and I think that's why it's driving me crazy in its own. But I'll show you. I'll swap them out real quick. Okay, so body tracing. See, look how crazy it looks right now. This thing is all over the place. Holy. I just like to do, you will never see me do that move flowing. You'll never see me, none of that. I don't do that. I'm not that girl. Because I feel like when people, if you're just starting off, not a problem, because I did used to do that when I was just starting off. But now at this point, unless if I'm doing this, it's because I want my whip to be smooth. I won't do that move anymore, because we're past this. We know so many more things. You know so many more things. We don't need this move anymore. That's a crutch. From here, obviously, see, now it's kind of like on its own. Like one of its own. This one is such a bad example, but that's how I'll get it to kind of like go together and ravel itself together, I guess. I'll never braid a whip. And again, if this is one of your favorite moves, that's okay. But we could get past this. So, I'm not gonna use this freaking whip head. It's gonna drive me nuts. Sorry, guys. Favorite. There we go. Favorite move. You guys know the figure 8, okay? We're gonna start with figure 8. From here, go up to your neck, back down, up to your neck, back down. And once you get that kind of smoothed out, now notice, when I say go up your neck, I'm not doing it very tight because I don't have anything on my neck, just my hair kind of in the way a little bit, but I'm not wrapping it really tight around my neck. So I'll go across like this, and I'll go up, and I'm reaching across, almost like extending it most of the way through it, so it's not tight, and it's not gonna get stuck. So again, woo, there we go. Go from here, up to my neck, and back down. Up to my neck, and now you can add that in between each one, or as many as you want. Switch hands. And keep going from there. As long as you keep it loose and not very tight, this move is gonna be a good one. If it does start to get stuck a little bit, grab at the tail and just kind of pull it through. You'll see sometimes if I don't have clothing on my knees, or if I only have my thigh highs on, they'll get stuck sometimes. So you'll see me use my hand. I'll sneak it in here and kind of pull it out like that. If you notice it's starting to get stuck, just throw your hand in. That's okay. Oh, it's stuck on my neck. Oh, pull the tail out. That's how I keep, that is my secret for body tracing all the time. Don't make it too tight. Trace over clothing when you can, and use your non-dominant hand to pull the tail. It's okay if you do. Like, nobody notices that. It just adds some more flair. Promise. So that's how a lot of the times, like, when people are like, oh, I don't know how she did that without getting stuck. It's that. I'm usually using my other hand to guide the tail so that it doesn't get stuck. If you do and a move is too tight, use the tail to push. See? See the difference? Play with the tail. Way more. And it's gonna change the game completely. Because if I ever get stuck with this hand, you better believe I'm using this hand to get it unstuck, okay? That is like the number one thing I can say about body tracing. It is not about lube. It's not about, oh, well, you have to have clothing on. Like, no, you practice with less clothing, but you see where it gets hung up, so you start throwing your hand in those moves. That's really ultimately my secret. There is no special, oh, how did she do it in like rave clothes or sports bras? Like, that's it. Use your hand to chase this one. Same with this stuff. Oh, it's starting to get stuck right here. Push this through. And if I do end up getting stuck somewhere, reverse the move. So whatever you just did, if I'm going this way, I'll go back this way. So hopefully undo whatever I just did. If you fight it, that's how you break a lot of fibers. I know I rambled, but those are all, that's the best I can give you. I hope that helps. Because those are actually my secrets for light whipping and like body tracing. If it's sticky outside, like Bonnaroo, things like that, there's nothing you can do. Trace over clothing or fiber wield mostly. Like you'll see videos of me whipping at Bonnaroo, and there are very, very few body tracing, anything like that. And when I do, you'll see me using my left hand to unhook whatever I'm getting stuck on the whole time. But I hope that does help. Those are that's my body tracing secrets. I am going to Rue this year. I go to Rue every year, actually. It is my favorite place to be. Rue and Electric Forest. Another thing I want to say about body tracing as well is, well, for whipping as a whole, if you If you don't, oh, I'll be doing a room meetup. Yay! Well, we can meet then. High Five Friday. Oh, that's sick. One thing I do want to say about whipping, flow, body tracing, etc. No one knows you messed up unless you make a big deal about it. So, like, there are definitely some screw-ups that even I can't, like, smooth through, and I know you guys have seen them, and you'll hear me cackle or whatever, and mess-ups happen to everybody. I'm still 8+ years into this, and I'll smack myself in the face anytime. But as long as you don't let in on the fact that you messed up, so don't say, damn, like I do sometimes, or things like that, you can probably figure it out to the point where people wouldn't notice. So like I said, reversing moves, using the tail, stuff like that. Even if you do get stuck, just go the other way and continue going on. And if you really are stuck, stop, reset yourself, brush your whip out for a second, laugh it off, and keep going. Because nobody cares and nobody notices. I promise. So it is absolutely fake it till you make it. I was gonna see, so like after a certain point, like if you just don't tell people, they just don't know. Don't out yourself. That's the best advice I can give for like giving light shows and stuff, and for body tracing, and these are all of my secrets. Like I'm here to spill the tea. I got it. Because I mean, I don't know that half of you guys want to know this stuff unless you say that you want to know this stuff. So yeah, a life lesson. I like that. It is though. And I mean, at the end of the day, we're all just playing with pretty lights, right? Like it's all just a hobby. So there's no reason to make fun of anybody or take it too seriously. Because again, we're just adults playing with lights. Mostly improv. Yeah, mostly improv. So, if there's, like, a section of a song that you, like, know you want to work on, obviously do that. So I did Tessellate for a tryout. Oh, we're an hour and a half in. Hell yeah. I did Tessellate for a tryout. And he says something like, triangles are my favorite shapes. And I did a move like that. And then he said like toe to toe after that. So there are like some things that I'll do musicality to, or if I want to practice. Oh, we did circle moves. You're crazy. We can do triangles. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Mostly improv though, for sure. It's easier, less pressure on you, and that way you're not like focusing on doing something specific. You're kind of just going with the flow and with the song. So like I said, you know, if you want to add like something specific into it, you know what moves you can do leading up to that specific part that you want to do. And then after that, yeah, I would say just improv. It's so much more fun because then you even surprise yourself and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know I could do that combo. Hell yeah. I have choreographed before. It is pretty cool, but I do prefer to just like let the music speak and kind of feel it out. Yeah. Triangles. Well, I showed you one of them. So, favorite triangle. If you don't fiber wield, you can do this one as well still. For fiber wielding, I would say go like that. If you're not a fiber wielder, it's simple, just go like that. So, either way, you're gonna go under your leg. Fiber wielding, I like to just hook it under like that. Catch with my other hand. So, show you here. Catch with this hand, so now you have both ends with this hand. Pull it up like that. There's one triangle. If you don't want to fiber wield, pull underneath, flip it over. There's another one. I know you guys have seen this one, and we agreed it's either garlic or onion, not quite a triangle. But go up under your knees, like that. It looks like a little garlic. That's that triangle, and then what's the other one? Oh, duh. It's definitely garlic. It is. So we got a little garlic here, and then you can even use one of your transition moves to get to here, right? Cross down like this, grab it with the same arm like that, down. And you can take that triangle all the way around. A Hershey's Kiss, yes. Yes. There's 3 triangles, just like that. I have a few more. So another one I like to go into would be go from neck to, damn, I actually haven't done this triangle in a while. How do I do it? Oh, maybe I don't know anymore. Let me come back to that one. That'll be a tutorial. More triangles. More triangles. Well, I got 3. So I got you on that one. But I will actually do a tutorial about triangles. That would be ideal. Because, like, I used to have one I would do on my arms, too. But now I can't think of how I would get into it. Ah, there we go. This guy. I was gonna say, I knew one more. Okay, so ultimately it is hooked like this. Just a little lasso in one hand, okay? Slide your arm through like this and pull, okay? And then straighten your arm. And now you could flip it up like this. Flip it down like this. Can take it back to your garlic days and go from there. Lindsay, thank you. I was gonna say I knew one more. I used to do that move all the time. But I mean, you can get into that move however you want to. You can just hook it under your arm like this. So you'll see me do a move that's like this all the time. You can drop it, hook it under your arm like this, and go from there. This one's a lot of fun because you can transition it into multiple triangles. I like that one a lot. Ride or Die, nice to see you. Thank you for the heart me. But I hope that helps. There we got some triangles going. How to get rid of a flow rut and repetition. I saw you guys wanted that one too. So, B, we will definitely meet up at Rue. I'll see you later on this week, I'm sure. I will be streaming, I promise. So how to get rid of a flow rut and repetition. My favorite one. Oh, you're totally fine. Don't even worry about it. We have about 15 minutes or so. This will probably be the last one that I explain, and then I'll go ahead and flow a little bit and try to demonstrate some of the moves we learned tonight. And then you guys can see how I incorporate them in my flow as well. So, how to get rid of a flow rut. Rule number 1, get one of these. I know, it's so annoying. Get one of these. I like to write down all of my ideas. Right when they pop in my head, I'll text them to myself. But you're gonna get one. You're gonna want one of these. You're gonna want a section that has like inspiration. You're gonna want a section that has moves you already know. Cause I forget that I know moves. So, yeah. Like I said right here, look at all my transitions I wrote down. I don't have names, I just have descriptions because I'm not that technical of a flow artist. Sorry guys, I don't care that much. I do care that much, but I don't care enough to name them and then get yelled at for having names. But like, just start writing down the things you want to learn and the things you already know. That way, if if you do hit a flow rut, you've got these ideas already written down, okay? So I like to start there. Second thing that helps me out, switch hands. I know, I'm a right dominant every time. Switch to my left. I will do an entire flow with my left hand when I'm feeling stuck, for sure. That's usually like something that'll shake me a bit. And I'll probably do something by accident that looks really cool. And then I'll catch that and that'll inspire me. 3, record what you're doing. Record what you're doing. Even if you do feel repetitive. Maybe it's not. Your flow changes every single time you pick up your whip, hoop, whatever you're doing. Your flow changes every time. So record it. I know it's not comfortable. I know it's not great. But like if you can't record it, use a mirror. Like something that you can see what you're doing and you'll end up inspiring yourself. I guarantee it. Because there's some things that you can't see just on your person. You'll have to see it from someone else's perspective. 4, change your music. Stop flowing to the same songs. That's why you're doing the same thing. Flow to something you don't know. Like make it really fucking weird. Make it something super long so you can try out moves over and over again and drill it during a song. Do things like that. That usually will start to shake me up a bit. I want to say maybe one more thing. Oh, go to meetups. Go to meetups. If you can do any meetups, you'll get inspired by other people for sure. If you can't, go look at someone else's flow. Like, it really is okay to, like, be inspired by others. We are all gonna win here. It's okay. We can all dance with lights the same way. It's not a big deal. So let others inspire you for sure. That's definitely what I do, and I tell you guys who my inspo is all the time. If somebody inspired a brand new move that I just did, I give credit to that person right away. I'm like, this person, like, when Sierra showed me the, like, Kill Bill leg kick, whatever, something or another, when she posted that, hell yeah, I gave her credit, because that was so cool. Like, it's okay to be, well, you're inspiring me, thank you. It's okay to just be, like, cool with everybody, though. Like, we can all win. There's not, like, the competition for the best light whipper. Promise. Different music, record, watch others, get me. Oh, try a new prop. I know it's edgy. I know it's crazy. Try a new prop. Like, everybody was like, oh, you do a lot of rope dart. I do. I do a lot of rope dart moves because I have a rope dart. But I also do a lot of poi because I have poi. But I also have technique from wand with my ghost hand. Things like that. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. See, you'll just have, you got to start with something else. I'm not entirely sure if flow star would translate to light whipping per se, but like, just, if you're in a rut, try something different. Like, if you have more than one whip, put down the whip that you're comfortable with all the time and pick up a different one. It really is just like, there are so many things that you can do to shake yourself out of that, and it's not going to happen right away. You'll have to work through it, obviously, but like, once you do and you start learning those moves that you wanted to know, or you remember things that you forgot, it'll be smooth sailing. Flow ruts happen to everyone, myself included. I know that there are streams that I come on here, I have no energy, I am just losing my mind from a long day at work, and I'll probably do the same 5 moves for an hour. But you guys are cool with it, and you guys are supportive, and I'm still showing up, and my flow is still changing slightly because I'm going to do something different that I didn't realize I could do before, and we'll go from there. Like, it happens to everybody. So, I hope that helps. I'm going to shut up. We're going to flow. Silks, yes. We're going to flow for the last, 10. We'll do a little cool down, and I'll work on some of the moves that I taught you guys. And if you guys want to flow with me, feel free. I'm going to turn on some music. I'll get it darker in here. And if this isn't your vibe, you guys want to hang out tomorrow when we're doing some full jamming out, feel free to Feel free to stop by tomorrow. I'll be back. Our usual time, 8 p.m. Genergy, thank you. This was easily the coolest tutorial Tuesday. I think this went as smooth as it ever could have. I have like so many words and so many ideas and just like, you guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I know it's a little bit of a different stream, but I think like once a month, because I really do have a lot of light whippers that follow me and that I'm friends with that ask questions. So I feel like this would be a good idea at least once a month or twice a month, depending on what TikTok does. So we'll see. Lindsay, thank you. Ride or Die, thank you. Genergy, thank you. Let's see what we want to end with. We'll do something cute.
This is Apollo Control. The weird noise has been recorded by the spacecraft.
Now, take it easy. Try to resist the temptation to play around with this low gravity. You'll develop your moon legs quickly enough. We make beats go.
Drop the science on these motherfuckers.
I only drop the hotness. Walk on the surface of the moon. Take it easy. Try to resist the temptation to play around with this low gravity. You'll develop your moon legs quickly enough. We're going to the universe. And perhaps to our destiny. Take it easy. Try to resist the temptation to play around with this low gravity. You'll develop your moon legs quickly enough.
How did the G feel? Was there much vibration?
Oh.
Drop the science on these motherfuckers.
We knew throughout the voyage that only a crumb of space was being consumed this first time out.
Alright, fam.
And there is no limit.
Thank you.
To see them on
This
another
stupid
world,
battery in this
looking
one
up
drives
at
me
them with
absolutely
wonder as they
bonkers.
stood there and looked at us on Earth with wonder.
Alrighty, I will see you guys tomorrow. This has been so fun. Thank you for joining me for my first Tutorial Tuesday. Yay, we did it! This was so fun. The song was Moonlegs by Ellis Dream. So I hope you like it because it's staying on the mellow flow. And we'll be doing it again tomorrow, probably. Lindsay, thank you so much. Jenny G, thank you so much. Miss Nothing, thank you so much. We will absolutely garden before we go. Of course, I would never leave you hanging. Cheers and shout out to my awesome mods, Grim Grin, Seriously Vegan, and Momo. I saw you, all three of you in here tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ride or Die, thank you for hanging out again. I'll see you tomorrow for sure. Lindsay, thank you for all 132. You're amazing. All right. You guys have a fantastic evening. I will see you tomorrow. Let's bring the heat. Let's have some fun. Let's show off what we just learned. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic night. And, mwah. Okay, love you. Bye.